Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Long time no see. Been busy lately, so what can I say? Haven't got a video out for a couple weeks, but I'm back now, and here we go. So first, let's get to the weather, as we always do. It is 0 here in Saskatchewan today. It's supposed to get up to about +3, so it is melting a bit outside. However, this will be probably the best day we have until at least March. We have another cold front moving in this week, so we're going to be looking at temperatures around -20 for all of next week. Also, it is supposed to snow tonight, so whatever melts today, we will have probably double on the ground by tomorrow morning. Hooray! And I can tell you that I am personally getting sick and tired of the snow and the ice and the cold. If you live in Saskatchewan, you know what I'm talking about. That at this time of the year, it seems like it will never end, because I would like to get back out on those guys eventually. And at this point, it seems like it's never going to happen, but I will try to be patient. But anyway, enough about the weather. Let's get to the video. And today we are going to be talking about basically Softail security. I have a Fatboy, so it'll be a Fatboy specifically. Now, a lot of what I'm going to talk about is going to be covered in your fabulous Softail manual. However, I would like to think I'm a little more entertaining than just sitting down and reading some boring manual. So I want you to sit back, I want you to grab a beer, and I will take you through the wild and wacky world of your Softail security. Let's get to it. Now, first things first. You have a later model Harley, you have a fob, and you have a key. Now, if you've had a Harley before, you know that the key is for locking the steering. There is a key slot. It is right behind the front forks on the neck of the frame on the right side. Key in, turn it, locks your steering. Now, your fob. First of all, only 2 fobs can be for one bike. That's the first thing. Secondly, you need to have it on you, which is a no-brainer when you're operating the bike or moving it for that matter, unless it's in transport mode, which we will get to. Also, you have a battery in this fob. If the battery goes dead, the fob doesn't work. They recommend you change that once a year. It is a small, I think it's a Panasonic 352032, if I remember correctly. Anyway, change it once a year. Now, if you want to know how to change it, there is a slot on your key fob. Take a little screwdriver, stick it in the slot, twist it, opens up, change the battery. No problem. The other thing is they recommend you keep this thing away from other electronic equipment such as your phone, because it can interact with the fob and cause your alarm system not to disarm. But anyway, let's get on to stuff with actually on the bike. So as we can see right now on the speedometer, we have that little blinking red light. That would indicate that this guy is armed. Now, when you have the fob on you and you turn on the ignition, that light will come on again, but it should go out within a few seconds. And if it doesn't and you have the fob on you, I would go see a dealer, because something is not right. But right now, I do not have the fob on me. So when you don't have the fob on you and you lift it up off of the jiffy stand, this is what you're going to see. So you're going to get some flashing lights, and those will happen again. That's basically your signal that this is a warning. When the bike is in warning, or it's in alarm for that matter, your ignition circuit and your starter circuit are disabled, so the bike will not start. Okay guys, so now I'm going to change the pin on the security system, and the reason I want to do that is because the pin has been set up by the manufacturer, and I want to be able to disarm this bike should something happen to my fob Whether I step on it, I lose it, the battery goes dead, I want to be able to disarm it so that I can ride the bike. Now, this is a pain in the ass. I will tell you that right now. I have probably shot this part of the video at least 24 times. To get to where I need to enter the pin here, I cannot do it with only one hand. It has to be done quick, and Harley does not say that in the manual. So I'm going to do this and come back and show you how I did it. But it has been a real pain in the ass for something that is supposed to be so simple. Harley Davidson, you can do way better than this. Okay, so here we are. We're at the enter pin stage. Now, to do this, and I gotta be quick here because this will shut off soon. So I'm gonna just go ahead here a little bit. Give me a second. There is the actual pin that the manufacturer set up. Now, I'm going to tell you how to get to this point. So the first thing you've got to do, you've got to turn on the ignition. Now, when you turn on the ignition, it cycles through, you know, you have your speedometer go up and around. Once you've done that, you've got to cycle this ignition switch off on quickly. And as soon as you have finished doing that, you need to have another hand over here because you've got to hit your signal light twice, your left signal twice, or else the bike will not allow you to do anything. It will just turn the signal on. You have to do it fast, and you have to do it one after the other. You can't do it with one hand or it will not work. Once you've got to the enter pin stage that you just saw, you're going to hit your right signal once, and you get to here. Now there is your manufacturer's pin. And as you can see, I've talked too long now, and it has gone away again. So I will have to start the whole process over, and I will be right back again. Thank you, Harley Davidson. Okay, so here we are again. Now what I'm gonna do is you're going to use your left turn signal to toggle through the numbers, okay? And you can only use 1 to 9, but we're gonna start with the 8. Let's say we're gonna do 8. We're gonna go up to our right turn signal, we're gonna hit that, and now we're on to the next one. And you continue all the way through. Now once you are done, you're simply gonna shut the bike off and it will save that pin number. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how to disarm the security system if you don't have your fob on you or something has happened to it. So right now I do not have my fob on me, so the bike is armed. Also, I will mention, do not get on the bike, don't turn the handlebars, don't lift it off the kickstand, because once the bike detects movement, it will shut off the starter and the ignition. So what you're going to do, you are going to turn the bike on, and you get enter pin. You are going to come up. You're going to hit the left turn signal, and you've got your 1. Now what you're going to do is you're going to toggle through the same way that you entered your pin. Move through the numbers using the left to select, then you hit the right to enter the number. And as you can see, you only have a specific amount of time to do that because the bike has shut off on me again. So you go through your numbers 1 to 9, toggle on to the next number with the right signal. Once you've got that last number entered and you've hit the right turn signal, the bike will be disarmed. And unfortunately, I'm not going to enter my pin on here to show you, and I only have a specific amount of time to do it, so it's hard to try and shoot a video and do that at the same time. But that is how you disarm it. Now as you can see, we are in transport mode there, and there it just went off. So transport mode you've basically got, so you can have the bike being transported in a trailer, however you want to do it, and the motion of the bike will not activate the alarm system or anything else and kill your battery or set off an alarm if it's equipped for such. Now to do this, again, you have to be quick. That's why I didn't film actually doing it. You take your ignition and you cycle it on off, and then right after that you simultaneously push both of your turn signals at the same time. The lights will flash. You will get that transport mode active flashing on your odometer. Now it does state in the book, surprisingly, that you have to simultaneously hit those turn signals within 5 seconds of cycling the ignition off and on. Now, if you want to get it out of the transport mode, you simply would just turn the bike on, and you are now out of that mode, and you can ride to your heart's content. All right, that's the basics of it. The only other thing I'll say is that some models have a chirp mode, they have a siren. I do not believe that the Fatboy has that, but a lot of people seem to have a lot of problems shutting that off if they do have it. But there's it's in the manual. There's lots of stuff online about it. So anyway. But the one thing I will say was that I did have a pain in the ass time trying to both film and actually, you know, work the security system. I wish Harley would be a little bit more detailed in how quick you have to do some of this stuff, because it doesn't give you a lot of time. I probably started that bike about, I'd say probably about at least 30 times trying to get everything filmed for it, but it does start and run still, so you know, that's a plus. But anyway, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys are gonna have better weather than we do, but we'll see where we are when the next video comes out. So until then, you guys have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you later.